Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I think this is probably the teeny tiniest Chanel makeup haul in the history of my channel. I'm not sure you can even consider this to be a haul, but I do have swatches of absolutely everything, so we are talking about the new Chanel Les Beiges Summer makeup collection. It's rolling out to all of the beauty boutiques. It should be available online sometime very soon. I will continue to update the description box. I'll post Instagram stories. It goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway, I love the Dior summer collection this year. Every single piece speaks to me. I feel like that collection was made for me personally. Of course it wasn't, but overall, I still think this was a very strong Les Beiges collection for Chanel. The colors are a bit standard. Consistent is the word I would use to describe the Les Beiges collection. You'll probably find something that you really like, but if you're like me, you're on a no-buy and you're trying to be very mindful and picky with your makeup purchases, there's a lot to skip here as well. There are two Les Beiges cream blush sticks. The shades are very pretty. I definitely wanted to swatch these in person to see if the formula was different because I find these to be very waxy on the skin and they can sometimes break up the foundation or the makeup beneath. I'm making a concerted effort to stop buying so many blushes this year. Even still, I think we have so many different textures, shades, formulas. There are just too many better options available now. If you're in the market for lipsticks, I do think these shades are gorgeous. I swatched all four: Sun Bliss, Sunset, Late Sun, and Sun Kiss. The nail polishes are really pretty too. The Les Beiges eyeshadow palette in Golden is very warm. It's more sparkly in person than I thought it would be, which tempted me. But there are probably two shades that I would never wear. It pulls very yellowy orange. The star of this launch is the Healthy Golden Glow Powder. It doesn't specify blush. I know it looks like a blush highlighter. It's actually called a Highlighting Powders Duo, which threw me off a little bit because one shade looks like it should or could be a blush, but then it's also incredibly luminous on the skin. It's really up to your personal preference, I guess, how you decide to use them. This right here is all I bought, and I'm happy about it. So I want to start by unboxing this Les Beiges Healthy Golden Glow Powder. This is shade Eclat de Soir. These highlighter duos are $75 each. What makes it stand out packaging-wise is the really pretty golden sunset Chanel logo on the velvet protector. It's very pretty. I don't know if it makes it worth $75, but it is something that I will hold on to. I generally hold on to all of my velvet protectors. And then inside, it does come with the Half Moon brush, which we like to see, powder protector. You basically just get a couple stripes. Very simple embossing, nothing to go crazy for. I didn't take any pictures of this or feel any type of way. I just dug right in and started swatching. But the shades are really what makes this something that I wanted to take home. The pink shade is very pink. It can be used as a blush topper, or a highlighter on its own. It can be used on the eyes. I think it's gonna be really pretty. And then the gold is going to be really pretty on the body, the eyes, of course the cheeks. Did I need another highlighter or highlighter duo? Absolutely not, but I didn't want to skip everything from the collection, and I do feel like this is something that I'm going to get so much use out of. I'm wearing it on my face today, so I will insert the demo. Makeup is mostly done. I don't have any blush, highlighter. I do have a cream bronzer on, but I still need to add some more color to my face. So I wanted to pull out this oversized Les Beiges Sun-Kissed powder from last summer. I loved this launch. I use this all the time. I think it is such a pretty, natural, summery look. With a giant Sephora Pro Powder 50 brush, I'm just gonna tap into mostly the middle of this powder. Just sort of dust that, just to give me a little more bronze. I'm really curious to see the pink highlighter on the cheek without blush, just in case it has enough pigment that it can kind of be both. I'm hoping it's going to be nice and pink. So first I'm going into the pink side, and you can absolutely just swirl the two together. That will look really pretty. But let's see what this looks like on the cheek. Is it a blush? Is it a highlighter? Oh, wow. See, that is beautiful. Ooh. I think it looks really pink. It looks pretty pink to me. Now, it is also very shiny, so if you don't like a really luminous blush, obviously this is not going to be right for you. But I kind of love it. This is what I was expecting from the Dior highlighter, which I still really like, but that highlighter is a little bit more translucent, whereas this gives us a little bit more pink. And I think if you're doing a really warm bronze sun-kissed look and you don't want to do a lot of blush, you really want a bronze glow, something like this would be perfect. That's all you really need. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna go into the other side now. You can see there's plenty of pigment getting picked up on the brush. Oh, so pretty. You can absolutely use this as a blush on its own. It's going to be more of a subtle color. You can't build it up too much because it is a highlighter as well. So as long as you're good with this, not much more flush than what we have on the cheeks, I think you will love it as a blush or blush topper. That is so pretty. Ooh, I'm so glad I picked this up. I knew as soon as I swatched it in store, as much as I was ready to walk away from most of the collection, I knew I had to have this as soon as I swatched it. Yeah, that is really pretty. Do I already have something similar in my collection? Maybe, but you know, nothing comes to top of mind. Gorge. I love that. I still want to try the gold, so now I'm going in with my highlighter brush. I don't know how much more glow we really want on the cheeks, but we're just playing around with this. I should probably just do it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on other places on the face. Tip of the nose. Very cute. Yeah, the gold is really pretty as well. I don't need anything more on the cheeks. But I think something like this would be really pretty on the shoulders. Neck, chest, décolleté, you know, all the places. It's one of those products I think you're either going to swirl or do one or the other. You're not going to apply both of these to the cheeks. I am going somewhere in a little bit, so I can't look too crazy with the highlighter. I'm giving disco ball at the moment, but I think once I finish everything else, it's gonna look great. You know, this would also be really beautiful on the eye. I'm gonna pop that on the lid. Very pretty. I thought about picking up the other shade because the deeper highlighter looked like a really pretty sort of tawny beigey color. But then when I swatched it, I thought, oof, on my skin tone, it's gonna pull a little bit too warm. On a deeper skin tone, I think it's gonna be so gorgeous. There. Gold on the eyes, pink on the cheeks, glowing, luminous. This is something that I can see myself using on a regular basis. It's gorgeous. I know it's only one piece from the collection, but sometimes that's all you need. I think this gives me something to be excited about. I still have plenty of other Les Beiges compacts and eyeshadow palettes. This gives a gorgeous glow to the cheek. I really like the shade of pink as well. I'm excited to try this next as a blush topper, you know, put a little something underneath and then apply just a little bit on top. Stunning. I also picked up the new Chanel Chance Eau Splendide Eau de Parfum. I tried this in store and it blew me away. It smells so nice. And it's not really what you would expect for a spring summer fragrance. For some reason, whenever I smell raspberry, I think of fall. I know berries are a summer fruit, so maybe this is a perfect summer scent. I really like this. It's described as a luminous chance expression that dazzles with splendor, a magnetic, radiant interpretation with notes of bright, sparkling raspberry accord, crisp fruit, rose, violet, minty geranium, powdery iris, cedar, and white musk. I'm so happy they went with eau de parfum instead of eau de toilette like most of the Chanel Chance range. This is very different from the Eau Fraiche, the Eau Vive. It's bolder, more powerful, but still a playful version of Chance. I smelled it on the blotter in store, but on my drive home, I couldn't wait. She gave me a couple samples as well, so I spritzed the sample last night. It was very long lasting. Raspberry and violet definitely stands out. It's very feminine. It's a fruity floral, but it's not like a generic fruity floral. But I'll tell you the one fragrance that immediately came to mind whenever I smelled it. I pulled it out of my collection. I'm so happy I held on to this. Immediately I thought of MCM Eau de Parfum. They both have raspberry, maybe musk. I don't even know if this is raspberry. It's definitely berries. I would have to double check the notes, but I just have to spritz this really quick. It's been a while since I've tried this one. Okay, so side by side, they are different. As they're drying down, I see what I originally thought. Not identical, but I think if you like one, you'll probably really like the other. The Chanel comes across maybe a little bit more elevated, more mature. We have had so many rose fragrances launched lately. This is very different from the other rose perfumes that I've tried so far. It gives me woodland fairy vibes for some reason. It does have a little cool mintiness. This is a crowd pleaser. It's meant to have mass appeal. I think most people are going to really like this fragrance. I can't really see anybody disliking it. Maybe it's not the best thing you've ever smelled. I don't think it's gonna blow you away in terms of uniqueness. But is it a gorgeous fragrance? Absolutely. And if you love violet and you love rose and you love raspberry, because you get a lot of raspberry right away, I think you will enjoy this perfume. It feels like a great, cool, casual, everyday running errands weekday scent to me. I loved it enough to pick up a full-size bottle. I need to keep wearing it. I only tried the sample last night for a few hours, so I'm gonna wear it as my fragrance for the day. This was a must-have. I'm really happy with what I picked up. I'm also very happy with what I skipped. Overall, I still think this was a really pretty Les Beiges summer collection. Was it my favorite? Is it going to go down in the Chanel history books? No, not in my opinion. I think Dior really set the bar high for all of the other brands this year. I mean, there was no way any brand was going to top that. I already declared it one of the best, if not the best, makeup collection launches of the entire year. The only other thing I intended to try and then completely forgot when I was at the boutique was the new shades of the Ultra Tenue Longwear lipstick. I've received so many questions about them and they look really pretty, so I will be doing a return visit to the boutique sometime soon so that I can look at those. I honestly didn't know what to expect when I showed up at the boutique because I received a text message from my SA saying the new collection was in, but I've been seeing so many pictures circulating on social media of future collections, what could be coming soon. I didn't know what the summer collection was going to consist of. I think there's a strong possibility we're going to see another eyeshadow collection for summer this year. Multiple palettes. Chanel is notorious for copyright striking accounts on Instagram, so it makes me nervous to share pictures, but every time I open up my Explore page, I see these eyeshadow palettes, so the cat is out of the bag. There is a Chanel whistleblower that's spreading all of this information, so it's out there. I didn't start the rumor. I don't know if this is going to be exclusive to Asia, if we will get it in the US. It could be a June, July launch, but this also kind of swayed me away from spending all of my money on Les Beiges because I am more interested in these eyeshadow palettes. This to me is a little bit more interesting. Even if we don't get another eyeshadow launch later in the summer, I'm a firm believer in only spending money on things that you love 100%, that you're so excited about. This was all I was willing to take home from the Les Beiges collection. That completes today's review. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I'm curious if there's anything that tempts you from the Les Beiges collection, or have you spent all of your money at Sephora on the Dior summer collection, let me know down below in the comments section. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.